John O'Donohue, that great writer of blessings, writes, "May you listen to your longing to be free. May the frames of your belonging be large enough for the dreams of your soul. May you arise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart, something good is going to happen to you. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging."
Our wonderful Sean McCann tested positive for COVID yesterday, so we are really young. This is Tending the Spark by Heather Houston. And when we will care for each other as the world around us unravels, and we will tend to the spark of hope that lives within our grieving hearts, and we are here now in this present moment, lifting our voices and hearts, and we are here now, we have come together, we are tending the spark of hope. Oh, may it grow. And we will care for each other as the world around us unravels, and we will tend to the spark of hope that lives within our grieving hearts, and we are here now in this present moment, lifting our voices and hearts, and we are here now, we have come together, we are tending the spark of hope. Oh, may it grow. And we will care for each other.
Good morning. I'm Jim Fry. I'm your worship leader this morning. I use he, him pronouns. And it doesn't, you wouldn't think it, but I'm actually Owen Schumann, who also unfortunately is joining the COVID party. So, we are a community seeking to deepen spiritually, to take care of one another, and to be a blessing to this world. Oh my goodness, I forgot to say the very first important part. Good morning and welcome to Sunday services at Parish Church of Groton.
Good morning.
Yeah, I stand there. Yeah, okay. All right, so back to the rest. Unitarian Universalism is a faith for all, so bring all of who you are, all your beliefs, identities, abilities, challenges, and gifts. Bring all of what you've been and all of what you've done. There is room here for all of it. Our congregation includes a wide diversity of beliefs. I invite you to freely translate the language you hear today. If you are visiting us for the first time today, whether here, in person, or online, we are so glad that you found us. If you would like more information, email us at welcome@uugroton.org. We especially welcome children and youth. We are not concerned about noise and hope you won't be either. We do have religious education with Cynthia and friends today. We will sing everyone there a little bit later in the service. Grown-ups are always welcome to accompany their kids downstairs. We have virtual church on Zoom at 7 p.m. every Sunday evening. All are welcome. If you need the link, again, email us at welcome@uugroton.org. Services are also posted on the First Parish YouTube channel by Sunday evening. Sean McCann, our Director of Music Ministries, has COVID, as does his wife Monica, but they're both on the mend. Huge thanks to Lisa Martino, who jumped in to play our piano, and to Ray, thank you, Lisa, and to our cantor, Melinda Stewart. Thank you, Melinda. Thanks also to Bob Fleischer, who was on videotaping this morning. Thank you, Bob. And to Sal and Diane Lombardi and Lisa Girolamo. I'm getting that wrong. I'm sorry, Lisa.
She's not there.
Oh, she's not. Never mind that. Thanks to Sal and Diane, who I know are here because I greeted with them this morning. They greeted me this morning. Who did our greeting? Ellen Allen and Jackie Fry are ushering today. We have large print lyrics sheets and assisted listening devices. If you need any of those during the service, they will be happy to help. Please join us for our Black Lives Matter Vigil today and every Sunday at 11:30 on Main Street in front of the church. So Cynthia has an announcement about our upcoming celebration Sunday. Cynthia.
Cynthia Williams, the Religious Education Coordinator, and I hope everyone is getting ready to celebrate next week. We have been thinking about in RE all the different things that we've been missing during COVID times and come up with themed tables that we'll have at the end of service out on the common. The weather looks good. So some of our themed tables will include Christmas, happy birthday, a pet store, graduation, going to the movies, and travel trips like going on a Washington, D.C. trip or to the aquarium. So we'll have a little something from each of those themes at the tables, and we hope you can join us. There's just a handful of items we still need if anyone is up for baking or picking up from the store some cupcakes for our birthday celebration, or if anyone has a cap and gown that we can use for some Photoshop opportunities, that would be great. And then there are sign-ups over here on the table, as well as a link in the MNO and in the RE newsletters to sign up for those. And as a special surprise, this is a COVID pinata. So to kind of kick off our celebration as everyone gathers outside on the commons next Sunday, Jackie will be helping. She's got a pole that she can hold up, and we will take turns knocking COVID out of the picture. And again, the big overarching theme here is that we are celebrating our ability to be together and really appreciating that after a time of disconnect and not being able to see each other. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to taking a whack at that pinata. Now, Michael Preston has a message for us about our food drive for Stone Soup Kitchen Ministries in air.
Good morning. Today is the day you've been waiting for, the cookie bake sale to benefit the UU Service Committee. We have been baking cookies just for you. We will be selling our cookies outside after church. Come and pick up your favorites before they disappear. Support us and help others at the same time. Thank you for your help.
Wow. I think you have your next worship leader right there. Okay. So our service today features the original poetry of folks in our church community, very loosely woven around the theme of blessings. I'm so grateful, we are so grateful to every person willing to be vulnerable and to share their hearts here. And soon you'll be grateful too. 14 or 15 people contributed their words, and 9 or 10 people will be sharing in the service today. I think there's a variable number there based on who gets COVID and who doesn't. Okay. We have learned through the pandemic that our sanctuary is not just this room or any place at all. Sanctuary is what we create together. Please come in and rest for a while. You are so welcome here. So let's stand as we're able and take a moment to greet each other. If you would rather not shake hands, just bow or wave to those around you.
Hi, YouTubers.
I call us into worship now and invite us into this time of sanctuary. Sarah Yakabuchi couldn't be here, but she wrote a little haiku for us this morning. First Parish, Groton. Peace, hope, love, joy, grief, cry, friends, laugh, grow, change, love, thanks. There are weeks when we need sanctuary more than others. We need places to feel, to grieve, to celebrate, and to find the strength to choose love again. So I will ring the meditation bowl 3 times and invite you to take some good deep breaths and let this first bell be for you, the second for all of the ones you love, and the third for this stunning, beautiful, painful, hurting world we share. So if you are with us at home and you have a chalice or some kind of candle you would like to light, I invite you to get that now as we light our common chalice here in the meeting house. The chalice is the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith, created during the Second World War for the UU Service Committee, whose members were helping to get Jews and other persecuted groups out of Europe. It is a symbol of resilience and resistance to hatred. It is a symbol of hope. So Zoe and Coraline Waters both took us up on the invitation to write poems about blessing, and they will read their blessings and light the chalice this morning. And we did put the words to their blessings on your lyric sheet because we don't want you to miss a word because they're so beautiful.
My poem is called My Cats Are a Blessing. My cats are a blessing, so fluffy and sweet. We got them during COVID, they were here to stay. They helped us survive the whole long way. My cats are a blessing, they help us stay calm. When we are upset, they help us along. They help through all the rough stuff, and I have an alarm clock. That's my cat Willow, who comes to my bed every day, and my little cat Smalls licks tears away. My big cat Kuro is scared every day, though he's a great snuggler on every day. And another thing that blesses me so is my relationships with my friends. They are super nice and laugh a lot. I'm blessed and happy to have so many good friends, and I'm never lonely in any way. My cats are my friends, and so are my classmates and my family. It's so very amazing to have that. My cats are a blessing, and so are my friends. I very much like that in every way. My family, cats, and friends are a blessing. A blessing by Coraline Waters. A blessing is when the sun rises. A blessing is when a poem is written. A blessing is when you cry, and the tears, they fly. A blessing is when a mother holds her baby in her arms. A blessing is when you're not afraid. A blessing is when you come out brave. A blessing isn't greed or hate. A blessing is each one of you. You come into this world and you bloom, and then you become a blessing to this world. Today we light this chalice for a blessing.
Like this on that little. Okay. Now I'm going to come between you. You're going on either side.
Thank you, Zoe and Coraline. You are a blessing to us. And let's sing together the response spirit of life. We sing it first in Spanish, then in English. I invite you to remain seated and to sing along, or just close your eyes and listen.
We light a candle of peace on Sunday mornings these days for the people of Ukraine, for all the people living in the world in the midst of violence and war. Again this week for 19 beautiful children in the 4th grade and their 2 brave, loving teachers in Uvalde, Texas. And for the 5 people killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday. Bonnie Peterson shared a powerful poem with us, which ended with these words. Perhaps we can cup in our hands the rain, add our tears, and pray for hope. Santiago Adams is going to light our peace candle today. You might have to tip it. Really a little. We've been doing a lot of praying for peace, so it has a deep well. Thank you, Santiago. Okay, our song response, Melinda will lead and Lisa will play for us. You can sing or you can just sit and listen. This is a time to pray for peace.
Thank
our children to come on up here for a little song making. Sit down first, okay? Oh, yes. Let's do our motions and say the words for gathering. We keep forgetting to do this, and it is very important. We are Unitarian, Universalists, with minds that think, hearts that love, and hands ready to help. If we forget, you need to remind us.
Yeah. All right, so there were a few of you. Sorry.
Cover your ears, cover your ears.
What happened there? Oh, I know what happened there. Okay. I cannot see everybody because of my silly music stand. That is silly.
All right, go.
Hi. Who was here when we did a blessing for the organ? Anybody remember that? Yeah, we had a new pump organ installed and everybody did a blessing for it. We kind of wrote it together. And we talked a little bit about what a blessing is. Anybody have any memories about what is a blessing?
What's a blessing?
What's a blessing?
Michael knows.
Where's it? Oh, there he is.
You're a blessing.
You're a blessing.
That is
Exactly.
so true.
Exactly. So maybe it's something nice that we wish for somebody, or a thing, in that case the organ, right? It can be as simple as that. So something we love can be a blessing to us, right? Food. Food is an example of a blessing, absolutely. Our central needs.
And when you wish a blessing for somebody, when you bless somebody, what are you doing? What were we doing when we blessed the organ? Do you know? We were kind of putting our love into it, remember? And we put our hands on it so that our love would come through our hands.
We were praying also.
Yeah.
The organ too, as well.
Remember, we prayed that the organ would always have a good sound and it would last a long time. We were wishing for it, those things.
So today we're going to collect blessings that you all have, or wishes that you have for the people you love. So the grown-ups or the other kids in your life, the people who are here in this room or not here in this room. And we're going to try and sort of squash it down into a word or two. So something that you would wish for them. It can be anything from, like good bagels to, something more like central needs.
Good bagels could be a central need.
So much. Leah's going to write for us. Zoe.
Stay friends.
Stay friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I
Hope
don't
that
know.
ring is not happy.
Okay,
Might need
could
to
somebody
fetch a
give me
different
thank
color.
you? Stay friends.
Stay friends. Okay, Mike.
My sisters.
Oh, okay. So the words of the song are going to be like this. We wish for you, and then something we wish for your sisters. So your sisters are a blessing, but this is a blessing that you're going to give to them. Say it again.
Be happy.
To be happy. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot to tell you the structure of the song. Yeah.
To keep on loving.
Ooh, to keep on loving. Dang, you guys are good at this. Anybody else have another one? A blessing.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Especially
To help others in need.
Help others in need.
hold on.
Have fun.
Have fun. Ooh, I want to be in your circle. Excellent. Anybody else have one? Something you wish for your people.
Respect others.
Respect others. Wow. I love our kids.
To make memories.
Make memories. Yeah. Beautiful. Do we have another one? Huh?
Stay strong.
Stay strong. Okay. How many are we up to here?
We got so many.
So many.
So
Okay, let's take 2 or 3 more.
Never give up.
Never give up. Yeah.
Be brave in tough times.
Be brave in tough times.
All right, I gotta keep up with you. Never give up.
Okay. I think we could go on for a long time and then we would have a super long song, but let's stop there. So we're going to use the same, one of the things that it's fun about songs is that you can just take a song that you know and make up new words, or you can just make up a song from the beginning. And kids usually know that, right? You can just make stuff up. So we did a song last time called For the Love of Creation, and I just flipped out the words, and we're going to do the same song, but with different words this time. So the words are just, we wish for you, and then we'll put your words in here, okay? And then, Leah, would you just draw a line for me so when I'm reading fast, I know where the one ends and the other, like down a vertical line? No, like between the two, like
Oh,
stay
I
healthy
see.
and make memories or
What
separate.
you're saying that my writing is not.
I just need a separation vertical. No, that's horizontal. Vertical. Maybe a vertical, like
Here.
down here. Like between.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
Okay, thanks. The only way I remember horizontal is it rhymes with horizon or it comes from horizon. So
I'll
the-
help you too.
You'll help me, okay,
We'll
cool.
all
So the
help you.
first part of the song is just, we wish for you, and then you guys' words. So this is gonna be your blessing song. And then the second part is just, the words are just, we bless you with our love. Because that's kind of what we're saying with all the blessings, you know what I mean? And then it has a part that goes, we bless, we bless, we bless, we bless. I'm gonna be blessed by this microphone if it doesn't swivel too much. No, it's not. Okay, that's cool. All right. All right. So this is going to be interesting for me to try and see.
We'll call him out for you. Will that help? Not so much.
Maybe. There we go. All right.
I don't want to set this on fire because that.
Let's not set it on fire. That would be cool. All right. So it would go like this. Is this on? Is this working? Is this working at all? Because I turned it off. I turned it off because it was crazy. Yeah. Okay. Can I just have that one?
Yeah.
Do you want the stand?
Want me to hold it?
No, I can put it right in here.
Okay.
That thing that mics do is called feedback, and I can never remember why it happens. Something about something can't be pointing at something else, but I never remember which it is. Okay, try again. All right, here we go. So it goes like this. We wish for you stay friends. We wish for you to be happy. We wish for you to keep on loving. We wish you stay healthy. Okay, so let's try that one more time with your words in there. So we wish for you to stay friends. We wish for you to be happy. We wish for you to keep on loving. We wish for you to stay healthy. And then we'll go to the chorus after those 4. That make sense? Yeah. Okay, here we go. We wish for you to stay friends. We wish for you to be happy. We wish for you to keep on loving. We wish you stay healthy. And we bless you with our love. We bless you with our love. We bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you with our love. Cool, so our next ones are have fun, help others in need, respect others, and then let's go to make memories. Okay, so have fun is our starting one. Here we go. We wish for you to have fun. We wish for you to help others in need. We wish for you to respect others. We wish for you to make memories. Ooh, I was a little clunky on that. Let's try it again. This is what happens when you write a brand new song. You gotta try it a few times, right? Okay, here we go. We wish for you to have fun. We wish for you to help others in need. We wish you respect others. We wish you make memories. We bless you with our love. We bless of words there. So we'll see how those fit in. We'll see how it comes out. That's all we can do, right? What? It's only 3 instead of 4, that's right. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. That's how songs go.
Yeah, this could be
What could be the 4th one?
Yeah, split that one. Be brave and tough times.
Be brave and tough times, put that the last one? That's a good idea. So let's make up one more.
Split that.
You could split it, yeah.
I could split it. Oh yeah. Oh, we could split it. Let's try that. Okay. We wish you to stay strong. We wish you to never give up. We wish you to be brave in tough times. We got songwriters among us. We wish you to stay strong. We wish you to never give up. We wish you to be brave in tough times. We bless you with our love. We bless you with our love. We bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you with our love. We bless you with our love. We bless you with our love. We bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you, we bless you with our love.
Great.
Thank you for writing that song. Yeah, so we're going to sing you off to your class, and we're going to get Melinda this microphone. Who wants to carry it to her?
Will we print out this song for each one of us?
I can absolutely print out this song for each one of you. Yes. Oh, bring it down to Melinda. She's going to sing.
All right, off we go.
All right. Thank you so much. Our pinch hit musicians here. To hold a space for someone is just to be with them in their reality, right? Without judgments or solutions and not needing anything in return. Poetry does that for us too. It doesn't need to explain anything. It just invites us to wrestle and cry and to celebrate, to complain and express gratitude and shout obscenities without self-consciousness. Poetry holds space for some of the mystery of being alive. It can be sort of like a counter spell to feelings of disconnection, to feelings of isolation. The next poem time here features 3 of our poets reading their own work: Jackie Waters, Barbara Rich, and Teresa Nagel. So I will invite you, I won't reintroduce, you can just come up one after each other. So Jackie, you get to start. Feel free, when you're adjusting this mic, just grab here. Yeah. Yes, we have to do this.
Oh, thank you. Hello. So I was greedy and I wrote 3. So, what a blessing. All right, my first one is called Blessings. And it's, when one sneezes, you may hear, bless you, gifted to your ear, a blessing from a stranger. When tucked in bed, a story read, a forehead kissed and dreams ahead, a blessing from a mother. When arms are open, strong as a tree, a guiding compass a father should be, a blessing safe from danger. One hand held high, one placed on your heart, palms to your neighbors before we depart, a blessing for each other. Okay, and this one's called, Did I Sneeze? And it goes, in my life, I have so few complaints to cause an issue. With all the blessings given me, I should carry around a tissue. Or in reply to an achoo, one simply would say, bless you. Well, did I sneeze? For if you please, I'm feeling blessed by you. Well, Shel Silverstein. Okay, and this last one is called Bless This Mess. I am feeling particularly blessed the days I remember to get dressed, to brush my teeth, scrub underneath, and convince myself I'm doing my best. I am feeling particularly blessed the days I catch a mistake in my text, think before I speak, no tongue in my cheek, try to be a polite earthly guest. I am feeling particularly blessed the days my kids don't see me stressed, when most of our day can be slow, thoughtful play, and not one eat your veggies protest. I am feeling particularly blessed when all the world's conflict and unrest is left in the lurch. I rejoin my church, and my spirit and soul enjoys rest. Thank you.
I think the children said it all. Cats, blessing. So I'm Barbara Rich, she, her. It occurred to me when I was looking through some of the things that I've written that over the years, what's come to me is because something that some of you have said or done. So, thank you. I'm calling this one Persistence. When we began the journey toward morning, we packed our lunch, snacks, medication, cell phone charger, ran back in for what we forgot, and we began moving toward the unknown, even though we were sure we knew. Was there a pause for reflection, for intentional attention? Did the weather or traffic or texts or old grudges eclipse our attention for what might have been a blessing? Did we pause long enough to notice a hawk circling overhead? Was there some loving kindness? As we bypass the ruts in the road, maybe we can bypass an emotional rut as well, and instead embrace the day with all its imperfection, the extraordinary and the ordinary. So this one I'm calling Blessing the Unwelcome. To let go of what we deem important often results in an unreliable skill set. We hang on to what's pleasant with our fingers crossed that it will last. And we frequently turn the other cheek away from the unpleasant as though it's unworthy of our attention. To welcome the unwelcome takes turning the other cheek toward an unmasked heart. Just as answering an ad which says, job available, inquire within. Acknowledging that inquire within is a humbling task. To inquire within requires looking at all the roles we play, the believer and the doubter, the exposed and the exposer, the curious and the judgmental. Putting out the welcoming mat for the unwelcome, inquiring within, it takes a lot of practice. And we don't have to that welcome mat vacuumed for very long, because in a moment there'll be a cheerful text from a grandchild, or a smile from somebody you were sure didn't like you. But for a moment, we would have been blessed by your willingness to welcome in the unwelcome. And the last one is, and the winner is, I'm not interested in how much you earn or how much you weigh. I want to know if you can saunter past your ego and snuggle up to the welcome of a shy smile. I don't care where you went to school or how old your car is. Tell me if you can accept not knowing and accept not being chosen. It doesn't matter what you have in the bank or whether your clothes match or how many times you've broken your vows. I want to know if you can use your 14 muscles to smile instead of 72 muscles to frown. I don't care whether or not you pray or only eat organic or volunteer at a food pantry. You have my full attention when you shiver with delight at the wild geese singing poems overhead. When all is said and done, which will happen when we least expect it, when the laundry is put away and the quarterly taxes paid and the masks discarded and the relatives forgiven, when the unexpected is here and now, then what matters? What matters then? And the winner is real, messy, non-judgmental, heartbreaking, unconditional love.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Teresa. I'm sharing with you two of my poems today. I find my greatest blessings to be found in the natural world. My first poem is entitled At Dusk One Evening. We are all here. The peepers have come to join the pond lilies, which have lifted toward the sun from their murky roots. The red-winged blackbird with its sleek fan tail repeats its celebration song of spring as it balances on the stalks of marsh straw. A pair of geese dancing courtship conjoin and part. He unabashedly boasts and struts so full of himself. Ducks arrive, both mallard and wood, settling in after long flights from places unknown, some of them having coupled for life. New songbirds sing daily. I hope to identify them before spring feeds blossoms to the trees. Then I will know who it is that sings for me behind the canopy of green. The heron arrives, a sign of grace, my beloved tells me. As the waning sliver of moon hangs in the sky, I sit at dusk in hues of rose and blue and say to them, we are all here. It is as sentimental as family gathered together in love. We are all here. My second poem is about autumn, and it is entitled Gratitude. God stopped by as I was painting the porch railing today. She brought my attention to the magic across the meadow. Amber hues and curious greens glowed from behind the golden marsh straw. She encouraged me to stop and to meditate on the gifts before my eyes. She imparted some wisdom, which was just this. Ever present among the self-inflicted suffering brought on by the madness of men, are her gifts. It is time now to hold these gifts, these the streaming of the brook, the abundant popcorn clouds against a striking blue sky, the songs of birds ready to depart on long familiar journeys in flight. Beauty is calling me to pay attention to those things that bring light into my life, that which feeds my soul. Before she wandered off, God hung around a while. She lingered until she saw my smile of understanding. Thank you.
Our sung prayer this morning is called Call Down a Blessing. It's written by, what's her name?
Margaret Nelson.
Margaret Nelson, thank you. Who sings in a trio. So your part is, it's just call down a blessing. Repeat it over, you'll get it. Call down a blessing, 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 call down. Joy before us, joy behind us, joy within us and around us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Health before us, health behind us, health within us and around us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Love before us, love behind us, love within us and around us. Call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down a blessing, call down. Peace before us, peace behind us, peace within us and around us. Call down a blessing, 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 call down.
So let us join in a time of prayer and meditation. Settle into yourself and into your body, and we will call down a blessing together upon the sacred old house and all houses and upon ourselves. We'll begin in prayer with a little poem by Trish Garrigan, possibly inspired by Aaliyah's finger. The flex of a finger, a deep relaxing breath. The warmth of the covers, the catch of an eye with a smile. The smell of rain and earth. Blessings are woven into the fabric of our lives. And so we give thanks for the blessings woven into the fabric of our lives, for this beautiful morning and early summer, for the faces and the voices of our children, for the faces and the voices and the hearts of one another. And let us pray for this country, for this world, and for this beloved community, holding in love and healing Becky P., recovering from shoulder surgery, Betty and Jack K., Doris K., and Don T.'s parents, Donald and Irene. Let us hold in love and healing all of the members of our families and community who have COVID right now. We hold in love all who are graduating or making big transitions, all who have beloved children or grandchildren who are, and we share in the bittersweet joy of these changes. Let us breathe together as we rest in the sanctuary we create. And let us rest in quiet for just a moment and pray the prayers of our own hearts. These are the words of blessing Catherine Alice Moore used to bless her little boys with every night, whispering them after they had fallen asleep. Love is all around you. Love is all inside you. Amen. Our generosity sustains this congregation. It allows us to live out our mission to deepen spiritually, to take care of each other, and to be a blessing to this world. We couldn't do it without all of us. A delightful, joyful announcement. Our Spring Ask fundraiser was very successful. We did it. And thank you, I know. It was a slow start, friends. It was a slow start. We did it. Thank you to everyone who was able to donate and to our generous family who did a matching fund. We are ending the Spring Ask this week, and we will announce the final total next Sunday. And if you are a person who likes to wait until the very, very last minute, this is your time. We welcome donations in any and all amounts, and we are truly grateful for each and every one. And if you would like to donate virtually, just point your phone at the QR code on your lyric sheet. The morning offering will be given and so gratefully received. Yes, Eric is not here to read his poem, and so the singing intern minister is going to pinch hit. But come on up, you get the
I think I need, would you bring me the stand, one of you guys? The music? Yeah, no, the mic stand. Mic and the stand. Thank you. Come on up. All right, thank you so much. Eric's poem is so unique that I don't think either Ilya or I could read it, so we'll do this instead. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember, bring me sprigs of rosemary, be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on, carry on. This one knocked me to the ground, this one dropped me to my knees. I should have seen it coming, but it surprised me. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember, bring me sprigs of rosemary, be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. If you know this, it's by Carrie Newcomer. Feel free to sing. Yes.
We've got it for you.
Shall I do it now?
Yes, you should do it now. From the podium.
You just switch on.
I don't want to be in your way. Hang on, let me move.
When John Denver died, it was 2 years before I knew that. And I was very, very sad and upset because somehow I had missed it and had no time to mourn this artist who had given me so much pleasure. So I wrote this for him. It's called Lament for John Denver. The first time I heard your song about sunshine and shoulders, in your funny, buzzy voice, that gentle celebration of the sun, I wondered why it made the radio so banal, I thought, so trite. But you were right to sing about the things that give us joy, to celebrate the sunshine and memories of love. That last day, floating in Rocky Mountain High, then falling from the Colorado sky, did you wish that you could step into the air that breathed life into your songs with its gentle mists, its clouds, its clarity, and push that fragile ship just one more mile in gratitude for the ride? Would you have sped down one more country road, held one more cherished hand? Sometimes there is a sorrow like tarnish on the brightest silver that once rubbed bright creeps back, a blight on sunshine. Now when we walk beneath the summer sky, will this be the last memory of your music, that after all the sun sinks below the crest of every peak and leaves us in the final dark? Thank you.
And do you have a poem to bring to us today? No? No worries. So Lee, do you want to bring Catherine's poem?
Yeah.
And then I'll read Aaron's.
Great. So Catherine Brickell wrote this poem. Catherine is a virtual member of this congregation and is Shirley Mann's daughter. She lives out of state, so I get the honor of reading it for us. She also wrote a piece for Bob Burkhart's memorial service. And this is Catherine Brickell's poem, Blessing. I am like a vast wall of stone with tons of crevices. And filling the crevices are the joys and the sorrows of my life. The tree frogs that hypnotize me fill a crevice. Summer, summer, they croak and sing. The death of my mother fills a crevice with absence, grief, and memories. The music I practice on piano fills a crevice. J.S. Bach, the deepest of all of them. And Scott Joplin, so joyful, playful, and bittersweet. The loss of my brother fills a crevice. All through his life, he bore so much sadness with a razor wit. Loving and being loved, the most blessed of all, fills a crevice. I am like a vast wall of stone, always trying not to crumble.
And our final poem is by Aaron Stockwell, Wise Man. As many of you know, Reverend Aaron Stockwell, now Wise Man, who was just married, came to First Parish as a teenager and stayed. He's now the minister of First Parish in Framingham, Mass, where Reverend Charles Gaines, who served this congregation from 1995 to 2000 as minister emeritus. And that's also the church where Lee fell in love with Unitarian Universalism. A peach prayer after Naomi she have nigh. Bless yourself with peaches. Anoint your face carelessly, the juice running down your face. Sanctify this time as you eat the blessed fruit. Hold the pit as though she were a relic, because she is. Widow and seed of the peach orchard. An ode to watering and careful pruning over 2 to 4 years, but diminishing after 8. Remember the many hands that worked to bring it to your home. With the rest of her fuzzy-fleshed sisters, what will you do? A jam? A cobbler? A crisp? That's all up to you. Through prayer and all the other practices you know, show your deep devotion to Prunus Persica. Bless you. Bless us. Bless the peach. Peach.
All right. Oh, we're skipping up. Hang on. So there's a joke that Blue Boat Home is like the Freebird of Unitarian Universalism. So like Leonard Skinner's song, it's super popular, it's often requested, and we long to hear it, and we sort of want to do this. And it's a blessing every time. So please rise in body or spirit and join us for our closing hymn, Blue Boat Home.
So we'll invite you to light candles for your joys or your sorrows during the postlude music, but just give us a little second to set it up and move flames where they need to be before you come up to light your candles. And for now, will you put a hand on your heart and with the other reach out and turn and look at one another's beautiful faces and know that we are connected. We are woven together by strong and sturdy threads of love.
Go in peace and be a blessing to the world.
Amen.
Lisa, would you bring me the mic?
I would.
Then where does the table go? I'm never here for this part. I need that. I need the whole stand. Just leave it. That's cool. Here? Yeah, there you go. So where do you guys put the table? Over here? Okay. What do you guys want here? Find your way up. I don't know. I'm just pinch hitting postlude here. Kind friends all gather around. There's something I would say. I said you're welcome to come up and do candles. I don't need anybody's attention here. Good. Kind friends all gather around. There's something I will say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family, where loneliness can't hide. And so you must give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can give you everything, but it gives you what you need. Love comes when you're ready. Love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your finest teacher, best friend you have made. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to yourself